Welcome everybody to today's Company of Heroes 3 cast. At a stunning 32 degrees Celsius, we will now join the Hot Club, comprising Gummistiefel playing as the US forces, and a very long number, I have no idea who is that, but he is playing as the Wehrmacht. And we are lucky again because Eijffelbridge is participating live during this cast. Welcome Eijffelbridge.
Thank you, Blauwtje. I'm honored to be here. It's a pleasure.
Nice. Yeah, with that, let's... Did you see that, by the way? He was jumping over the edge of this fence over here. Wow. Sportsman.
Flex.
GKHF. I think that is supposed to be nice, I guess. Nice. Good luck, have fun, awesome. Let's deactivate the Fog of War. So what do we see here? That's again a Kettengrad. Interesting, because the last game we casted together, there we also saw a Kettengrad. I think on the last map, which was it again? How is it called? It's
Toronto coastline.
yeah, yeah, Toronto, yeah. I think there it's way stronger to play a Kettengrad. Ooh. Because there's such an expanded northern area of the map. Oh boy, I think in this very early stage of the game. Okay. Worked. Nice. Kettengrad surviving. Yeah, I don't know. I think on this map it's a little bit more dangerous to play a Kettengrad because no matter on which side you try to cap with this thing, you're always in high danger or huge danger to face an early light vehicle like the quarter-ton truck or the Dingo light scout car. And as soon as you are capping, like for instance over here or so, like points that are a little more extended to your base, yeah, the Kettengrad most likely will die. As we saw, I mean, it already nearly did, even though it was not that far away from base, but yeah. Nice, okay. So, Eijffelbridge, on this map, how do you usually cap?
Most of the time, the first squad goes to the beach now.
There?
Caps on the
This
beach.
one?
The second squad goes to the 2 points that are close to your base, and then moving up to the fuel point or the munitions.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other squads will join on the beach to make sure I'll have hopefully those two fuel points.
Yeah. I indeed do it similarly. However, I usually I try to make sure that during my capping, sooner or later, if I am using infantry, for instance, that's capping this squad and the victory point over here, the fuel point and the victory point over there. Ooh, this could be a kill. No,
It
that
like
was...
they were going fire.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it was very scarce. Oh, reinforce, use it, grants. Oh no. Oh, schade. Sad. Yeah, okay, so what I want to say is, as soon as I capped over here, when I use infantry to cap that, I try to make them go to the center of the map after they finished capping, so that I can do a good engagement over here. Most of the time, especially against the US forces usually try to get this point because the US forces need the fuel more desperately than other fractions. And then I first, for instance, when I play the DIK, I obviously need ammunition. So this point, as soon as it's capped, the squad is moving towards this point, and another squad, most likely the Pentagram that is already deployed, is capping this squad. And then when these 2 points are capped, also this point is capped by the squad that is initially capping over here, and then I try to rally all up at the fuel point to have a good engagement over there against the US forces.
No.
And over here that was of course not possible because of the Kettengrad, because the Kettengrad obviously can't fight. But I also noticed that the Kettengrad was trying to cap over here in the early game, and that is obviously a mistake, and that is what I would like to point out, because in my opinion, most US Forces players will try to push this point very early. Ooh, nice. The MG will do an awesome job now, I guess. Yeah, and you, due to all the green cover over here, I think nobody is able to win the early engagements against the US Forces because the riflemen are just too strong. So I think other measures are needed. Anyway, nice engagement over here. He successfully repelled these riflemen using the MG. Now he's going for MP40. The smoke, yeah. But that, yeah, that's the US Forces mortar. Nice. By the way, is the smoke ability giving them or granting them XP? I don't know. No, infantry killed. I think the XP was gained by the infantry kill. Alright. That would have been interesting, because then, if there's nothing to shoot at, maybe the US Force mortar could just use the smoke ability. But no, it's not working.
Yeah. I also noticed the early mine in the middle with the 5 munitions. There, yeah. Very
it's
early.
From... Is that the... Ah yeah, okay, that's the number, okay. Wehrmacht, yeah. Yeah, I also like to do that, especially as the Wehrmacht, because in my opinion, when you are playing a T3 build, and yeah, he's doing that, usually you have a lot of free ammunition to use. Oh, he's not going for the cap over here, sad. Even though he's going for the MP40 grants, which certainly takes some ammunition, but still, I think it's a very good choice to start spamming some mines early on, especially these defensive mines against a armored battle group enjoyer, because the Jeep can be very annoying if it's well played. As well as the mortar. What do you mean? What does the Grenzen?
Yeah, the Grenadiers needed to support the MG.
Yeah. A little bit too late. I think maybe the Wehrmacht player is not aware of the ability of the Grenadiers, that they can, yeah, not reinforce, but merge with other units like the conscripts and company fears too. So when you press A and then on a low squad or low model count squad, then you can yeah, merge or reinforce it respectively. And this is quite handy, for instance, for these MGs, because the MG didn't need to retreat in this situation. Anyway, oh, that MG is interesting, because it is quite idle.
Yeah, and he doesn't have those points yet.
Yeah, I mean, the map control is pretty decent for the Wehrmacht, because I think in the early game, in my opinion, the US forces are having an advantage. So I think it's well played by the Wehrmacht player, because he is having the map control.
He's capping now with the Kettengrad in the southeast.
Are they having communication cables? No communication cables, yeah. Most likely because of the MP40, yeah. Yeah, MG is protecting the Kettengrad, but I think that's not efficient enough. I think the MG should have moved to the victory point, but... Yeah, it is amazing, because, I mean, over there, 3 of his units are more or less... Yeah. I mean, these are just capping, but the Kettengrad just can cap it. It's not able to do anything else. And still, 3 units over here are occupied by a little bit of capping, not even that much of capping. And still, the Wehrmacht player is able to repel the US Force player, but I think the US Force player is doing the mistake over here, that he is engaging with 1 unit after 1 unit, so he's not doing well-planned engagements over here at the moment. I think he should wait for this entire army to engage, because otherwise he will just lose against the MG and the MP40 grants, because they're just superior, especially with the pink grants. It's the support. Nice. However, the Woodis Jeep's now also doing some capping. Didn't I hear something? Ah yeah, a flare over there. Nice. But who dropped the flare? US Forces player.
Probably scouts.
These guys. They have the utility package already. Nice. Okay, come on, MG. Now, after 5 minutes, your time has come.
Yeah.
Yay!
And that was overkill with the mine.
Yeah, but it did it. Nice. Ooh, the Willis Jeep is gone. I think there's no way they can survive. No! Don't care for the... No, don't care for the Scott. Kill the Willis Jeep. You can't deal with the Scott with your infantry anyway. No. Oh, Wehrmacht. Oh, too bad.
MG.
Yeah, indeed. MG is gone. But what is his mission? I mean, he can't beat the Scott with his infantry at this very moment. Sad. And now the British Jeep is escaping. Well played by the US Forces player, but... That is... Oh, it's still trapped. He still could kill it. I think he's well aware of the position of the British Jeep, but now... Okay, it's turning. Nice. Looked good. Oh.
Scott dealing damage.
The Scott is... Yeah, the Scott is confusing the Wehrmacht player. Wehrmacht player is a little bit losing track of his... of the plans he had.
Yeah.
Just because of the Scott. Amazing. Oh.
Ooh, all the peak ran down. Very good.
Double instant retreat. Yeah, that's interesting because the early game for the Wehrmacht player was insanely good, even though he nearly lost his Kettengrad over here in the very early game. But he managed to survive, or to save it with his MG. And then his early game started to become very strong. But now, once the Scott arrived, interestingly, the Wehrmacht player is struggling. Okay, and now we see why. He is rushing for the T4. Is he having so much resources? Wow. Oh wow, look at that.
Oh.
That's minute 12 and he's already...
Manpower at the moment.
Yeah, manpower is... He's not having too much manpower, but look at the fuel. It's 125 fuel at minute 12. That is... And the T4 is already standing. Wow. Wow, that's heavy because, I mean... the US forces... Oh boy. They don't have the tier 3. They are going for the armored battle group, so... Where's the tier 3? What is this? Infantry support center? Okay, so the US forces are going for full US forces meter. Despite from one major issue, because I think Gummistiefel just forgot about building the tier 3, and with that he's now lacking the anti-tank gunner. That is, I think that's a very crucial mistake.
He's building way too much there with 3 squads.
The Wehrmacht player, you mean over there, right? Yeah, Scott had a very good time in killing or dealing a lot of damage. I think all this damage was dealt by one shot, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Nice engagement over here, even though they are a little bit too close to these pencil ranges, but... Oh, nice. Still, some nice model drops. Ooh, that is a wipe. Come on, let it be a wipe. Come on. Do it! No!
Oh, yeah.
The riflemen are down as well, but oh, okay. That's the Panzer IV.
Huge power spike.
Yeah, and that's the motor pool. Yeah, so I think the US forces meter would need the motor pool a little bit earlier, or what means a little bit earlier? Way earlier. Oh yeah, the Scott is in a very bad position. Damaged engine. Oh, and these. Ooh.
Kill engineer.
Okay, a snare. That's good. Maybe. It's not having line of sight, so maybe the Scott could survive. Reverse gear, come on! You can do it! Anti-tank gun! Too late. Yeah.
Nice, Scott. Yeah.
Too bad. Yeah, I think Gummistiefel just forgot about the tier 3, because the tier 3 is usually that's the by minute 7 at least or so. It's, I think that's the timing for the tier 3 with a US forces meter.
If he had an anti-tank gun, that situation would have been completely different. 'Cause there's no
Completely
snares.
different. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, and then usually you just skip the T4 and rush for the easy 8 call-in, and yeah, that's the reason why the T3 should come way earlier, and you should play like at least a Greyhound, and maybe against the DAK or so, maybe also some Chuffies. But with a Scott, maybe a Greyhound or 2 Greyhound or a Greyhound and a Chuffy. Yeah, that's good. And then you still have enough resources left to call in the easy 8 in time, so that is why the current US forces meter is so overpowered. But that's not too bad, because that is spicing up the match. Oh, another nice nade by Gummistiefel.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually these MP40 grants kick ass, but Gummistiefel is outplaying them. Not even a model drop, not... Oh boy.
Awesome.
Our line is collapsing. Enemy taking our point.
Yeah, very good for the
Do you,
Wehrmacht player. Huh? Yeah?
Do you retreat your squad sometimes for healing, so as that squad with 6 models?
Yeah,
To avoid
certainly.
the probably.
Yeah. Usually when the squad is looking like that, so all models are still standing and they are all low in health, and I just retreat them to save their manpower indeed. But sometimes, for instance, when there's a squad with like a low model count, like this one for instance, then I use maybe even less models maybe, then I use them for capping and don't retreat them. Oh, time to hard retreat, I would say.
Yeah, certainly. No, do it. Nothing to gain from shooting.
Yeah, indeed. The anti-tank gun is not set up correctly, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, but I think due to the heat of the moment, the second Panzer IV.
Oh.
Next, most likely, I think the Wehrmacht player is going for the upgrades. Let's see.
Our adversary is pushing back.
Yeah, you already can afford the upgrade, the skirts.
Is that a similar upgrade to the Shermans from the Armored Support Center?
That's a good question. I think so.
Installing a Panzer officer.
Very good map control for the Wehrmacht at the moment. Incredibly good map control. And the army composition...
We've dropped the
Okay.
250 points.
But I would assume... I mean, the Wehrmacht is at the moment having 2 Panzer IVs.
We have anti-tank.
Some MGs. Very low Kettengrad, which is still operational. Wow. As well as the Willis Jeep is. Nice, well played, both of them. Nice.
Commander, the enemy holds 3 points.
But I assume actually that the... Yeah. Okay, I mean maybe the MGs could be an issue, but sooner or later I think the US forces will be on top again, because I mean these riflemen,
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel
even
point.
though they are not wetted, they are incredibly strong. Because of the infantry support center, of course, as well. I mean,
Yeah.
they are strong even without, but... and 3 anti-tank guns, that's more than enough to deal with the German armor. So I think
Engineers on the field.
with 3 anti-tank guns, he now just needs to... And he's already having a mortar, so I think Gummistiefel now just needs to spam Rifleman for the rest of the game. If he doesn't lose any of his anti-tank guns from now on. Let's see.
Easy 8 is close.
Yeah, the easy... Ooh, that is a dead MG. I like these fuses from the US Forces motor. It's so strong.
Yeah, very much.
What's it called again? Delayed fuse barrage, yeah. Yeah, let's see. I'm curious. I mean... Ooh! Oh no! Oh, is that a waste mode? I think so. Oh, that is so dangerous. Thank God! Oh no, I thought he didn't, or he forgot to deploy the grenades, but he did not, and oh, I think both Panther IVs will now die. Oh, I miss! Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh, that's painful to watch.
That is indeed so painful. They're coming away with that. There are no more riflemen over here to snare these Panzer IV. They're coming away. Oh wow, that is so mean. The poor US forces. I think it could have been GG by now, because I mean the Panzer IVs both should have died actually, I think, but the Easy 8 now will most likely do the rest of the job. So I actually assume that it's GG now, because the Easy 8 hit the field. Soon he will have 3 anti-tank guns, right?
Yeah.
3 rifleman squad, that's enough to... Could be a wipe. Easy 8 is very strong. No, missed. Nice micro here by Gummistiefel. Very nice. Yeah. Caring for his infantry, very smart. Even though, ooh, Panzer Grenadiers with a bar. Ah, yeah.
Wow.
That's spicy. Even though I don't even know whether the Sturmgewehr 44 are better. Good shot. I think the Sturmgewehr 44 are a little bit better for the Panzergrens, because you would like to use them close range anyway. Because the rest of these models... Oh! Yeah, Easy 8! No! Yes! No! Oh! One more shot would have been so juicy. I mean, they are so clumped up. Alright, so I mean, the map control for the US forces is gone. At the moment. But... yeah, since the US forces are having 3 anti-tank guns and an Easy 8, now... yeah, the Panzer IVs are... like a resource trap, I would say. I mean, maybe he will be lucky once more and just dive and kill everything without losing a tank. But I think with the Easy 8 that's now pretty unlikely. Let's see. So, in this situation, I think... I think the Wehrmacht should have been going for a Nebelwerfer. It's, by the way, the same mistake I did yesterday during the stream. I also went for more Panzer IVs, because I thought, yeah, it's fine, because he's not having that much anti-tank. Oh. Ah, he trapped them. Nice. Nice, look at that. Nice move. Yeah, in Company Fears 2 I also like to do that, but in Company Fears 3 it's very difficult to do so, because the models easily can jump over obstacles, but not over these large rocks or boulders over here. Okay, triple Panzer. Ooh, that is a wipe. That are 2 wipes now.
He needs to wipe,
Yeah.
not take any damage.
So over there, that was a wipe already. Now over here, we saw another rifleman wipe. That is very painful. I still believe that the Panzer IVs are not too
If he
handy.
just uses them on the infantry and tries to avoid all those anti-tank guns, not move
Yeah.
so much forward, I think he can turn the tide.
Yeah, that could be, yeah. I mean, now the Wehrmacht is already having a manpower advantage, right? I think so, yeah. They are both having an equal amount of manpower, but the Wehrmacht army composition is incredibly much stronger. Oh, just 2 anti-tank guns left, by the way. Okay. Still, 2 anti-tank guns, that is still very dangerous with an Easy 8 against the Panzer IVs, but... Oh, the Easy 8. Oh. The cheaper Tiger.
And faster.
Yeah. Okay.
So much
No more
damage
drops?
on retreat.
Yeah, that's true. But at least there were no model drops. That's good. Another bar. Will these engineers take the bar? No. Uh-oh, but these engineers... Oh, one more shot and... Oh, just three model drops, but now a Y plus. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, he was also busy with his other Panzer Force. Yeah.
Yeah, nice push.
Another.
But 2 easy 8s, 1 anti-tank gun is still standing. Ah, you should try to focus fire on this Panzer IV, of course. I mean, it's easy to say from the viewer's perspective, but... What an awesome push by the Wehrmacht here. Nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have not have thought that he would be able to overcome all these anti-tank guns and the easy 8s. By now, even were 2 easy 8s.
A little bit overstretching now.
Yeah.
Should have been pulled back earlier.
But now the second Panzer IV... I mean the easy 8. Oh. Pure spice. A miss of the anti-tank gun again, of course, why not? What's happening? Where's the bomb going down? Okay, that was just the smoke, okay. Yeah, okay, no Panzer IV lost, but an easy 8 was killed, and an anti-tank gun was killed again, so again, so much manpower bleed for the US forces.
Yeah.
The Wehrmacht player is having a very strong game. Not just the early game was very strong, but also the late game is incredibly strong. I mean, he's... Yeah, but yeah, okay, 2 pioneers. Okay, so he's having enough repair capabilities to get these Panzer IVs working again. Ah, too bad that he wouldn't be able to capture this victory point. Of the US forces, yeah, 2 anti-tank guns again. I think it's a very good choice for him to go for these anti-tank guns again and again. But I think he also should try to rebuild some riflemen. What's the manpower saying? Yeah, okay. He already can afford more riflemen. I think really he just needs more and more riflemen.
Yeah, for the capping.
Yeah. And also for snaring.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was not a bad decision to call in another Easy 8. That's never a bad decision, I guess.
Yeah.
He got a free assault engineer for that, and these are now very handy for repairing his armor and everything. But yeah, I think there's a lack of riflemen indeed. Oh, these are wet too. Both of them wet too. Wow.
Awesome.
720, 720, 70, 136, and 70. Okay. So the Easy 8 is considerably better in any way, so it's firing faster, it is doing more damage, it's having more life, armor, and it's faster. So the Easy 8 indeed is incredibly strong. How much does it cost again? Yeah. It doesn't even cost so much more than a Panzer IV. I mean, okay, it costs... actually, it costs less than a Panzer IV, because you get a free assault engineer for 200 manpower, so 240 it costs the exact same amount of manpower and fuel as the Panzer IV costs. I think... Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Another Panzer IV?
No, that is a Tiger.
Oh!
And the Tiger indeed is having... Yeah, even more life and armor than an Easy 8. But it's slower.
Yeah.
The Tiger... Ah, too bad that he just...
Now it's running into the anti-tank. Oh!
Yeah, but...
It's working out.
To be honest, I am not sure how the US forces can turn the tides now, because even though the Panzer IV was wasted, that is now a little bit too much. Okay, another Panzer IV is wasted. These engagements are very weak. And another Easy 8 got called in. Oh. Yeah, the Wehrmacht can actually waste this. He needs to be very careful. What's the manpower saying? Okay, so he could afford another Panzer IV. It's amazing. The Wehrmacht is so on top. at this match.
He should have moved like he did the first time, just go into his base and from the back run into the army. With all the 4 armor, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, these dives are very dangerous because usually players would plant defensive mines like over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, and over here. And over here, of course.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, there's one mine. So all these dives can be very dangerous. But it's a thrilling matchup because I thought... Several times I already thought, wow, okay, it's GG already. But it's still not a GG. 2 anti-tank guns, 2 easy 8s. How many riflemen?
Crowds have taken the lead.
1 rifleman.
Enemy won't let up.
Yeah, he should really try to build more riflemen, because I mean also the bars and grenades upgrade, all the manpower and fuel that he invested to buff his rifleman is now a little bit of, yeah, it's more or less wasted at the moment, so
Sector claimed by the enemy.
indeed he's even buffing the Wehrmacht because they are now in possession of all these bars. But I'm afraid the Wehrmacht really needs to... It really needs to get some significant pushes now, some significantly successful pushes, some wipes, some kills. Because I think the more and more he's letting the US forces getting to the late game, the more it's GG. Oh, and I think that is now indeed GG. Oh, the Panzer IV. It's gone. Just take out an anti-tank and that's not enough. I mean, the Easy 8's now having a little bit of bad time, but it will survive because it's fast. The Tiger won't catch it. As well as the Panzer IV won't, because Panzer IV is also way slower than the Easy 8. So another lost Panzer IV. And he's always turning his back towards the enemy armor. That is... or the rear armor to the enemy guns. That is also quite a mistake. Yeah, that's what I meant. The mine. That was the defensive mine I talked about earlier. Look.
Yeah.
Now it's GG. Well. I mean, the Wehrmacht lost now, but I think he played incredibly nice, because, I mean, it's always very hard to play against the US forces armored battle group paired up with infantry support center. I think that's the hardest thing to practice against at the moment.
Sure.
But still, I mean, also Gummistiefel had some very nice plays, like for instance with the smoke. That was awesome. Yeah. Nice game. GG, well played.
Great match.
Yeah. And good time. But nothing more to say here, I guess.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you.